He's always said that if you want to see how good an athlete an individual is, watch him play basketball. See if he can dribble with his right hand, his left hand, move to the right, move to the left. So as far as I'm concerned, I think it's important that the high school players do get a chance to play at least two sports.
Let me ask you this. What would your message be to the parents out there whose kids are playing now, and what were your parents like? I learned this lesson. I had to play in a golf tournament, and in a golf tournament, Mario Lemieux was my partner. And Mario Lemieux said, I said, Mario, what are you doing now? And he said, well, I'm associated with the Penguins. He's being humble. He owns the Penguins, but he goes, but Steve, he grabs my arm, and he says, Steve, he goes, but you know what I'm really doing? He said, I'm coaching my kids team. He said, but there's a lesson that I give to every parent, and it'll stick with me for the rest of my life. He said, if you think your kid is the best around, you haven't looked far enough. If you think your child is the best around, you haven't looked far enough. Because there's talent everywhere. So what were your parents like raising you guys, and what would your message be to the parents out there now?
I got a really similar message from that guy right there when I was...
Your dad?
Yeah.
Awesome.
I remember him. Well, and he laughs when I say it, but when I was in high school, he said, I don't care how good you think you are. Mm-hmm. There's 100 kids in Florida and Georgia that are better than you.
Wow.
Yes. Oh, thanks, Dad. But he's right. Right? I mean,
but it's difficult today for kids, right? So
no, it's really...
pressure.
I think it's not the kids. It's the coaches and the parents.
Yeah.
Okay? Because we live in it, to me, and I struggle with this with my kids, but... You know, my dad, it was, when your hockey season's over, the bag goes in the closet. You're not going to camps, you're not going to this, you're not going to that. When baseball season starts, you play. When baseball's over, put it away, you're going to play hockey. And it wasn't until I think my junior year in high school, where and I think it still goes on here, the Hockey Night in Boston tournament that happens in the summer, it wasn't until my junior year where he let me play in that. Wow. Which was a pretty big deal, obviously. Mm-hmm. But that was the first time I had ever played hockey in the summer. And I try to do the same thing with my kids, but it's hard now because the coaches, you know, I'm going through it a little bit right now with my 17-year-old. I saw Coach Belichick here earlier, and, you know, I've got a 17-year-old junior in high school, or going into senior. For some reason, don't ask me, decided last year as a junior he wanted to take up football. It's kind of late in the game for that, son, but hey, whatever, you want to do it, let's do it, right?
Right.
He perfected the other ones.
Well, no, he didn't. He just got tired of hockey and wanted to try something different. I said, fine, do it. Let's do it. But even now, you know, here we are 2 weeks out of school in Atlanta, and football workouts have already started. Mm-hmm. He's playing baseball, trying to play baseball, going to football workouts while he can, and already he's got the football coaches on his neck because he hasn't been at workouts. And I'm like, no. You know, for you, right now it's baseball. If you can get to football, great. But that's not your priority right now. But I think what happens is too often now is coaches make their sport the priority. I don't know if it's their self-fulfilling prophecy that they're trying to live out or what it is, but also sports organizations, and I see it a lot in Atlanta with travel baseball. They're really good at feeding on the parents' emotions to do everything they possibly can to get their kid to play Division I sports or play professionally. And I think we live in a day and age now where everybody sees the money that athletes are making now more than they ever did, and they want a piece of that, and they want that for their kids. So they buy into playing year-round. They buy into doing all that stuff. And I can only speak for myself, but I would almost guarantee everybody up here, when we playing college sports or playing professionally was the last thing on our mind. We were having fun. We were just doing it. And then that opportunity presented itself. But I think now too much that opportunity or that desire for that opportunity is first. And the fun to play it is secondary. And it's a shame because kids aren't having the fun they should be having.
And to me, it's all the reason that kids should be playing student sports and what happens. My daughter was a good athlete, but she wasn't a great athlete in anything. And every coach was saying to her, but if you gave up basketball, you could get a track scholarship. And the basketball coach said, if you give up the other sports, maybe we could eke you into Division III. But I mean, my point was, I kept saying to her, I don't really think you're going to go anywhere after this, so why not play everything? No, I mean, and she did get to play Division III. No, because I was just trying to be realistic. And I think it's so sad today when I see these kids. You guys, you might have kids who are high-level athletic kids because you're all tremendous athletes. Steve's kids have gone on to do very well, so the decision.
My kids are overrated.
But the decision making is different. But I think for the majority of the state population out here, man, you should fight back to those coaches. You should tell those coaches, I want my child to have an incredible high school experience. And I don't know which one they're better at, and I don't care.
They won't get to play varsity baseball if they didn't play AAU year-round and travel with the summer travel team and do the. Oh, yeah, they won't even put him on the squad because he wasn't committed full year-round.
Yeah.
What was your most embarrassing moment in high school? Rebecca, I'll start with you.